All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gimme 5. I want you to sit back and listen to this story. In Raleigh, North Carolina, a third grade teacher resigned after he decided to read a book called King and King to his third grade class. There is the cover of King and King. This decision back in April to read the book ignited a public outcry from parents in Eflin, North Carolina, resulting in this teacher's resignation. And it is quite disturbing that a teacher would decide to read this book to a bunch of third graders. Let me show you some more. Let's go to 86 here. This is from the book. This is the description of what's in the book here is from Mass Resistance. It's an organization in Massachusetts against what they call the gay agenda infiltrating into our schools and our culture. So they're describing it. But I've read this book on the air before when I did WOR radio, so they're pretty accurate. The book starts out with the Queen nagging her, and the Queen is really the Queen, nagging her unmarried son, the Prince, that needs to get married. Quote, "When I was your age, I'd been married twice already." Interesting message, they say, for young kids at the time of birth under the law of a relevant jurisdiction. Okay, now we go to the next one. So the Queen wants to find a mate for her son, the Prince. The Queen brought in several princesses from various places. They're all portrayed in a rather nasty manner. And the Prince, of course, didn't like any of them. About this princess from India, "Boy, those long arms will certainly come in handy when waving to the people," said the Prince. All right, pretty harmless, you think? Next. But then one princess brings her brother along. That's right. The book describes the prince's reaction to her brother in the next 2 pages. Let's go to there. At last, the prince felt a stir in his heart. Could have been indigestion, but I doubt it. It was love at first sight. The princess, of course, looked confused. Next, a few pages later, after a whirlwind courtship, the 2 princes are shown holding hands at their quote-unquote wedding. As the text describes, the wedding was very special. The Queen even shed a tear or 2. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have one more. The book goes on to describe how they're not just princes, but king and king. And just to rub it in, the last page shows a male-to-male kiss. The message for kids here is pretty clear, wouldn't you say? Third graders. Third graders. Folks, is it any wonder that we have now 7-year-old kids, 8-year-old kids, you know, saying, "I think I'm a girl, I think I'm a boy, I think I'm gay, I think I'm this," when you have this going on in our classroom? When you have a 45-year-old male who could go into a bathroom with an 8-year-old girl because he feels like a woman. Okay? I mean, and so on and so on and so on. It is frightening. I got a story here that we are doing on the panel today, and there's in Italy. In Italy, they made these young kids cross-dress. That's right. You had to come to school dressed as a girl if you're a boy, and you had to come to school dressed as a boy if you're a girl. And then on college campuses, or campi, whatever you want to call them, we now have this code of conduct where if a woman wakes up after having sex with her boyfriend or some guy the night before on college campus and says, "I probably shouldn't have done that," she cries sexual assault or rape, and the kid is guilty. The kid is guilty without any kind of due process. Folks, it is sick. It is dangerously, severely sick out there. They're trying to emasculate boys and men. That's what they're trying to do. Thanks for watching.